One day, the Big Ten will have 16 teams, and only 2 expansion candidates really make sense when that happens. The Big Ten Conference expanded to 11 teams in the early 90s when they invited Penn State, and they so kindly accepted that invitation to join the Big Ten Conference, and it has been a resounding success for the Nittany Lions. In 2009, Nebraska announced they would be moving to the Big Ten, and they eventually did in the early 2010s. Rutgers and Maryland made the move starting in the 2014 season, and here we are, 14 teams in the Big Ten, now stretching from the Great Plains of Nebraska to the east coast of New Jersey and Maryland. But conference realignment has stayed stagnant all across the country for about the last 5 or 6 years. But with TV contracts set to expire or renew in the mid-2020s, one might think there might be some more movement. When the Big Ten Conference looks for expansion candidates, there are a few requirements and a few things they look for in a candidate before sending an invitation. And the first of those is to be a member of AAU, or the Association of American Universities. AAU is an association of top research institutions in America, and that the Big Ten has said is very important to them when deciding who or who not to send an invitation to. Before I continue, I've just got to rule something out. Not only right now, but for the rest of eternity. Forget about Notre Dame. With that being said, let's look at some close but not quite candidates. The Vanderbilt University Commodores. Vanderbilt does check 2 boxes. They're in Nashville, which is a decent market, especially as you come further south, and they're a part of AAU. Vanderbilt has been in the Southeastern Conference for a very long time, and therein lies the problem. SEC is giving a lot of money to its members, and for anybody to leave the SEC, they would need a heck of an offer. An offer that really no conference, including the Big Ten, can offer right now. Vanderbilt really hasn't had a lot of success in football. Basketball has been okay at times, but they don't really bring a lot of success. Baseball program has been pretty good in the SEC. Does it really fit into the vibe? And is it a fit to the Big Ten? No, it's a better fit in the SEC. The University of Pittsburgh Panthers. Pitt is an interesting case because the Big Ten has Penn State up the road in State College, so technically they've got this market on lockdown and this state really on lockdown already. Pitt has had a good basketball program in the past. Football has a good history, although as of late, Pitt really hasn't been there as a program. They're an AAU member, but I think the Big Ten says no here because of their lack of recent success, and they already got this market on lockdown. With that being said, so who exactly are the 2 schools that would fit right in to what the Big Ten is and what the Big Ten has to offer? The University of Kansas Jayhawks. That's right, I think Kansas is a perfect fit for the Big Ten for multiple reasons. They are an AAU member, they have the Kansas City market right there, and athletically, basketball, hello, probably one of the blue bloods, not probably, they are one of the blue bloods in men's basketball. The market, the tradition, football is looking to invest some more money in facilities. I think this would be a great addition and fit in very nicely into the rest of the Big Ten and specifically the West Division. The next candidate is out east. The University of Virginia Cavaliers. Academically, they are very good. They're a highly prestigious university. They're also a very historic university, and once you get into Virginia, you're starting to get into the South a little bit, and for the Big Ten to be able to get into that region, I think it's going to be big, especially for football and recruiting. Now, no, Virginia isn't, they're not Texas, they're not Florida, but you're getting there. You're going to be able to attract a couple of more recruits and start to get down there a little bit closer to the South, and I think that's going to be big for the Big Ten. They've got really good facilities, Scott Stadium, John Paul Jones Center, and basketball, they're the defending national champions. Tony Bennett has that program as one of the very best programs in college basketball. Of course, the ACC has been the best basketball conference in the country for a while now. When you got North Carolina, when you got Duke and Tobacco Road, you're going to have the best conference in college basketball, not to mention other programs like Syracuse up north. But now with the Big Ten, they already have a very deep conference in men's basketball. Now you go out and you add Kansas and you add Virginia. I think this round of expansion for the Big Ten is going to be about basketball, but it's going to have some payoffs for football as well. I don't see conferences really going above 16 teams right now. I just don't think there's that many to go around at this point. I think conference realignment and conference expansion would cap off in the Big Ten at 16. Kansas and Virginia are perfect candidates to continue the legacy of what the Big Ten is building right now, especially on the basketball court. Thanks for watching Big Ten Ted on YouTube. For more great Big Ten football content from Lincoln to Piscataway, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time on Big Ten Ted.